Welcome to the American Institute of Healthcare Professionals video on Are You Mentally Exhausted? And this is an important little prompt for you maybe to follow if you are feeling like you're mentally exhausted and maybe you want to have a little bit of understanding of what is going on. It's also a helpful quick tool for individuals in mental health looking to learn more about mental exhaustion. Unfortunately, many individuals ignore mental issues because they're not physical issues, and it receives a secondary need response because it's mental and it's not seen as much. But regardless, mental exhaustion, or as also referred to, mental fatigue, is a reality that affects millions of Americans and individuals throughout the world. It's a debilitating condition that affects us on multiple levels: social, mental, physical, as well as cognitively. So, if for prolonged periods of time we're experiencing stress or multiple losses, one can begin to feel drained. One can feel the inability to function. And because of this overexertion and emotional strain, one will begin to break down very slowly. So, it's very important for early diagnosis of it and intervention so that more severe health issues do not arise. So here's a few questions you might want to ask yourself. Do you feel emotionally exhausted and able to cope with everyday tasks and responsibilities? Do you experience intense feelings of sadness, hopelessness, despair that persist for an extended period of time, usually more than 2 weeks? Are you also experiencing deviations in your sleep patterns, a lack of sleep even? Are your eating habits changing in any way? Are things that once were considered fun or leisurely no longer fun? And instead, you're withdrawing from these things or events or activities in themselves. And finally, is it challenging to concentrate or to make decisions? And if you can answer all these questions negatively, well, then you might be experiencing some type of mental exhaustion. Now, causes obviously, again, are prolonged periods of stress and overworking, difficult life situations or personal problems, continuous cognitive demands that are constantly being thrown at you from all angles in your life, whether it's professional or home. Also, emotional strains from personal or professional relationships themselves. Some signs include fatigue or low energy levels, headaches or body aches, digestive issues, stomach pain or nausea, difficulty sleeping or sleep change patterns, weakened immune system, insomnia, anxiety, irritability, depression, fogginess, mood fluctuations, and cognitive issues. So these are all signs of mental exhaustion. In addition, there are behavioral signs that can occur. Motivation and productivity can drop, social withdrawal, loss of interest in hobbies and pleasures, and maybe increase or a start of substance abuse itself. Prevention and strategies in mental health include self-care, and that involves having a better diet, sleep, a better balance with leisure, and also enjoying one's hobbies. You need to have this type of balance to help you defuse from many of the situations you might be involved with. In addition, it's important to be able to identify triggers and utilize stress management techniques. And some of those include time management, being able to make plans in advance to know what needs to be done and where. Better time means you're not as rushed, you're not as stressed, and things seem to be in better order. Social support is also key when stressors arise, to have an individual that you can speak with or talk to, as well as spirituality as a way to help reframe bad things and to have the ability to be optimistic and move forward. Meditation is also an important spiritual practice that allows us to recharge and refocus. So, again, balance and boundaries. Balance in terms of leisure and professionalism, but also boundaries and being able to know where you begin and others stop. To be able to say no so that you're not taking on more than you need. And these are all parts of healthy mental health itself. And they also are important in preventing everything that we talked about that leads to mental exhaustion or burnout or mental fatigue itself. Below is our stress management consulting certification. Our link is below, as well as our phone, which is 330-652-7776. And our email is info@aihcp.org. Please subscribe to our channel and have a good day. And thank you for listening.